What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Just Anderson. I'm back with another upload. In today's upload, we'll be discussing the Rigorer AR3 Apollo colorway. Let's get into it. As always on this channel, we're starting with the traction. The traction that could be found on the AR3s is herringbone rubber traction. So getting into traction on the AR3s, I'd definitely say the traction is really good. If I had to rate them, I'd rate them at 8.5 to 9 out of 10. As you guys know, Rigorer is a Chinese brand, therefore the traction is good indoors and outdoors. Again, I don't play outdoors because one, my knees, and two, it's winter time, so it's too cold to go outdoors. But when I did play indoors, the experience was really fun. I never slid out, and I wiped when I had to, and it wasn't like excessive wiping. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe once after every like 10 to 12 plays, nothing crazy. So the traction, to me, is really, really good. Next, on the AR3s, we're going to talk about the materials. The materials that could be found on the AR3s is knit and fabric upper with a lot of TPU overlays. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Alright, so getting into the materials of the AR3, one thing I like to say that the upper does feel good in terms of the knit and the fabric that comes with this shoe. But one thing that I want to stress about the shoe is that it's not really a one-to-one feel when you playing it in terms of when you bend your foot. So when I was playing, right, I realized that when I bent my foot, the shoe didn't really bend as much as like other shoes that I've played in. So for example, if I take my hand and I do this, you're not really gonna see any bending for real. You know what I mean? Like it's not moving because it has an inside torsional support plate and a lot of TPU. So it's too much to name, so I'm gonna pull up the photo that Rigorer put on the website. But if I do this, now you see the bending a little bit in the front of the shoe. And, you know, it doesn't really work for me because I am a player where quickness is my thing. So if my shoe's not really a one-to-one fit for my game, it's not really going to work. But that's not to say it won't work for you and a person who wants, like, a lot of support and not a lot of flexibility when they play. So for those of you that don't like a lot of flexibility and want your shoe to be stiff and stable and like really, really sturdy, I would definitely say cop these, especially if you're looking for a low top shoe. So if I had to rate the materials, I'll rate the materials at 7.5, 8 out of 10, and that's just for me. Next, we're going to talk about the cushion. The cushion that could be found on the AR3s is Showtime foam. Alright, so getting into the cushion on the AR3s, one thing I like to say that the cushion is comfortable. I really did enjoy the cushion. It was a fun ride. I felt somewhat bouncy in the shoe, but outside of the bounciness, I did feel like a smooth ride, a smooth transition. My foot wasn't hurting me while I was playing, and I enjoyed it for the most part. To this day, Showtime foam is one of my favorite setups to go to when I'm just playing in like indoor rec or like, for example, a game. Because I've played in the ARs before. I played in the AR ones. I think that colorway was called Hillbilly. I'm not too sure. It's from the first pair. I didn't get the second pair, if I remember correctly. But Showtime foam is definitely one of my favorites, and I enjoy it. So if I had to rate the cushion, I'd say it's an 8.5, 9 out of 10 for sure. Lastly, we're talking about the fitness support. In terms of fit, as you guys know, I don't go half a size up or down, 9.5, so go true to size. Again, this is a Chinese shoe, so you're not gonna go to no Foot Lockers, JD's, Dick's, Champs, none of those stores and be able to try these on. So if you ask me, I would say just go true to size. If you don't got a half size, well, if they don't have a half size, then that's tough. Outside of that, in terms of support, there's a lot of support on this shoe, as we've spoken about already. The amount of TPU, if I got to bring up that picture one more time for you guys to understand the amount of TPU overlays and torsional support plates and so on and so forth that's on this shoe, it is crazy. And mind you, this is a low top. Like, there's mad protection on this shoe. So you don't even got to worry about that. So in terms of this category, the support is really, really good. Like a 9 out of 10 for all the features they give. And the fit, I'll say go true to size. Definitely. With that being said, it's your boy Just Anderson, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.